All right, children, we have been working together all year, and I just realized I don't really know you too well. And you might be thinking, well, how is she going to get to know us over a computer? And you're right, it does present some difficulties, but it doesn't mean I can't try. So here's what I'll say. If anyone is so inclined, I teach out of the Memorial Park School. I would love for you to write a letter while you're home this week or wherever you are doing this learning and send it to me. Bring it to your teacher in school and say, hey, can you send this over to Mrs. Holbrook at Memorial Park? That would be cool. You could tell me what kind of things you like to eat, what part of these videos you like, what part of these videos you don't like, what sports you play, what your favorite color is. You could tell me anything. Or you could just draw me a picture and send it my way because I miss seeing you all. All right, so think about it. That could just be an optional fun thing. Okay, speaking of fun things, let's do our warm up. Repeat after me. B, b, D, d. And let's jump into some tricky trick words. Remember, the whole word's not tricky, just certain parts. So pay attention to the parts that are tricky. Try to say it before me. Down. How now? Can you beat me? Any, many. Between. Each. Some, come. Also. Very. To. Two, like the number. Put. I'll stop there. If you didn't beat me on those, it means you do need a little more practice. So I would take a Post-it or a piece of paper and tape them around your house if it's okay with whoever you live with. Maybe if you have a desk, put them there on your bedroom wall, or I know, on the refrigerator. And before you open the refrigerator each time, you have to read the words. The more you see them and practice them correctly, the easier they'll become. And then the more you read, the more you're reading them in books and in stories, this part's going to be easier and you can focus on harder words that you have to tap out. Okay, cool. So I have two new vowel teams that I would like to teach you today. It's the last two that we'll learn all year. Believe that? This one is AW, and our picture is a saw cutting through some wood. So we will say AW saw aw. Kind of like, aw, how cute, baby echo. Saw aw. And our other sound is AU, and this is the month of August. It starts with AU, so our keyword is August. And here's how we do it. AU, August, aw. So two ways to say aw, like saw and like August. Okay, great job, everybody. Next, we are going to jump right into a dictation. So you need your paper. You should have some of your paper, the one that looks like this. If you don't, you can just write on any old paper, even blank paper, it's okay. Or you can do your whiteboard. The most important thing is that you're thinking about the sounds, stretching them out, and writing the letters the right way. All right, so if you need to pause the screen to go get this, you can. And we'll do a full dictation today. Are you ready? Okay, let's do the sounds. Repeat after me. Ing. Write the letters that do the sound ing. Ing. Number two. Do all the sounds for k. There's three of them. And number four. Write the sound, the letter that says And when you're done, check it with mine. ING, C, K, and CK. Say k. and U says We're going to come down to this next line and do 2 review words. The first review word is, let's go with fangs. Show me your fangs. What's the base word? Fang. So tap out fang with me. Ang. There's a glued sound. Write fang and then make it say fangs, more than one. And I want you to underline the base word, circle the suffix, and box in the glued sound. Check it with mine when you're ready or if you get stuck. Okay, let's go next door and do the second one. The second review word is thing. Let's tap it out. Ing. 2 taps, but there will be 5 letters. Think about all the sounds in thing. A digraph and a glued sound. Underline the digraph, box in the glued sound. If you don't have one of those, it means you spelt it wrong, so fix it up. Pause if you want more time, or you can use mine to help you if you're stuck. Let's read these words. Fang, fangs, thing. And when you're ready, we're going to come down and do 2 current words. We've currently been working on the ed ending and the ing suffix ending. Okay, so here's your first one. Singing. La 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 la, I'm singing a song. Is there a base word? Sing. Let's tap out sing. Ing. Spell it and write it. And then make it say sing-ing. Singing. Okay, scoop the base word. Circle the suffix. What kind of syllable is the base word? It's closed, so we put the C under it and we mark the brev. Check it out. Make sure yours looks just like mine. Oh, that's right. We can box the glued sound too. I'll do that. Wow, now that you guys have learned so much, there is a lot to mark. Take your time and make sure you mark all those parts. Doesn't it look funny that we see ing twice? Singing, singing. Ing, ing. Ringing would be the same too. Okay, and now let's do one more current word. Repeat after me. Slanted. When you write in cursive, when you're in 3rd and 4th grade, the letters are slanted. I hear it at the end, so what's the base word? Slant. Let's tap out slant. And slant. But don't blend it back together. Let's keep it separate. And slant, slanted. Pause if you want more time to write it. And you can mark the blend. You can box in the glued sound and the blend. Okay, so for slanted, my friends, you should be marking the blend. There's a blend in the beginning and a blend from the glued sound. Mark the glued sound. And then I want you to scoop the syllable, circle the suffix, and label the syllable. It's closed. Put that C under it and put that brev over that A. Okay, so we have singing and slanted. Fantastic. Let's come down and do 2 trick words now. If you don't know them, you can look them up in your notebook, get used to flipping to it, or some of you have little sheets at home that have all your trick words on it too, or in your class. So here's the first trick word I want. It's an old one. Let's see if we remember it. Said. I said you are beautiful. The beginning and the end aren't tricky, but the middle is. It sounds like eh, it sounds like e, but it's not. So don't be writing S-E-D. Said. Pause here to work on said. I'm going to put up the answer. Said. Okay, and let's do one more trick word. Let's do come. Sounds like a U in the middle, but it's not. There's something tricky there and something at the end. Come. Look it up if you need to. Think hard in your mind's eye. And pause if you want more time before I show you. Said and come. Let's read everything we've written so far. Okay, and now we'll do our last part, our sentence. So repeat after me. She printed our tests. Let's count the words. She printed our tests. 4 words. So I'm going to draw 4 lines to help myself. She printed our tests. I'm going to put my stop sign right at the end. She is a trick word. Printed, you can tap out. Print, printed. Our is a trick word. And tests, you can tap out. And you know what? Our is a trick word that we're going to learn tomorrow. So I'll actually write that one in for you. Okay, pause right here to get your sentence done. She printed our tests. You're back. Did you start with an uppercase and end with that period? Good. Now check your trick word, she. Tap out what you wrote for print and make sure you added the suffix for printed. And tap out what you wrote for test and make sure you made it tests. 2 words with suffix endings. Here you go, my friends. She printed our tests. Check it to mine and make sure it looks just right. And let's scoop it and read it together. She printed our tests. She printed our tests. Nice job. You can put your paper aside. And we are done for today. Nice hard work. Bye, my friends.